fans of Emmerdale may soon witness an unexpected bond forming as Dingle and Kim Tate begin to connect in a surprising way. Over the years, the two have shared plenty of tension, and Chas has every reason to resent Kim, especially after the Tate family's takeover of Butler's Farm. Despite their long-standing conflict affecting much of the village, Chas is taken aback when she ends up chatting with Kim over drinks at the Woolpack, and the exchange remains calm instead of turning hostile. Rather than clashing, the strong-willed pair seem to discover mutual respect. An insider reveals that, considering their past, it's hard to imagine either of them wanting to spend time together. The source also reminds us that Chas's mother, Faith, once pushed Kim from a balcony years ago. Even so, both women are resilient and dealing with complicated men in their lives, which gives them a shared understanding and something to respect in one another. The question remains whether this friendly moment over drinks will last or quickly fade away, or if it marks the start of a genuine connection. Reaching this stage hasn't been easy. Recently, Kim visited the Woolpack after the Butler's Farm deal and attempted to make peace to prevent further conflict. She was annoyed when Chas dismissed her, even suggesting she take her business elsewhere following the Tate family's actions. Their tension continued when they encountered each other at the village shop, where Kim showed concern for Paddy Dingle and Dylan Penders after their arrests, but Chas remained distant. An insider explains that Kim feels unfairly blamed for recent events, pointing out that her agreement with Moira regarding Butler's Farm was a fair business arrangement made in the family's best interest. While Joe has caused trouble on several occasions, Kim has mostly kept herself out of those situations. Now the question is whether Chas will begin to see that Kim may not be as bad as she once believed. All the latest Emmerdale spoilers for next week reveal Kane Dingle spiraling as his cancer storyline intensifies. Kane Dingle's life continues to fall apart as he struggles under the weight of his prostate cancer diagnosis, alongside deep feelings of failure after losing Butler's Farm. Following a pre-operation checkup, Sarah Sugden encourages him to attend a support group. However, his emotions overwhelm him, and after an argument with Sam Dingle, he turns to his former partner Charity Dingle for comfort, raising the question of whether this will make things even worse. Meanwhile, the ongoing conflict between Graham Foster and Kim Tate shows no sign of easing. When Kim brings in Ross Barton as a form of personal security, it remains to be seen how Graham will respond. The Dingle family, along with close allies Mackenzie Boyd and Matty Barton, become increasingly entangled in their dispute with Joe Tate. With Robert Sugden and Aaron Dingle caught up in the situation, Belle Dingle's shocking actions could potentially shift the advantage toward the Dingles. As tensions continue between Kim and Graham, she appoints Ross as her so-called director of operations, essentially hiring him as security. It doesn't take long before Ross and Graham clash as they assess one another. Joe continues to provoke Robert and Aaron by selling off their cattle, while Mackenzie and Matty secretly gather information and pass it on to Sam. Despite feeling drained after his medical appointment, Kane remains determined to make the farm a success. Elsewhere, Jai Sharma confronts Kerry Wyatt in Caleb Milligan's office, speaking harshly in an effort to keep their affair hidden, leaving Kerry angry and upset. At Sarah's insistence, Kane attends a prostate cancer support session, but quickly leaves when another attendee discusses relationship struggles after diagnosis, triggering his own fears. Later, when Sam misses a meeting about farm equipment after financial concerns are raised, Kane directs his frustration toward him. At the same time, Tracy Shankly feels guilty when Vanessa Woodfield questions her about moving house, while Dawn Taylor attempts to influence Kim's thoughts regarding Graham. In a special episode focusing entirely on Kane and Charity, she follows him as he vents his anger. While urging him to take care of himself, he continues drinking heavily and eventually smashes Zach's tankard in frustration. Breaking down emotionally, Kane admits he feels like he has failed to keep Moira's life stable while she is in prison. As they reflect on the past, he tries to kiss Charity. Elsewhere, Chaos unfolds when a masked intruder breaks into Emmerdale Farm. At the same time, Robert and Aaron are alarmed when Matty reports that a group of cows has disappeared. Joe and Graham set out to investigate and accuse the Dingles, who deny any involvement. However, Belle secretly guides the missing herd along a country road. When Kane reveals that a tracking device has been placed on one of the bulls, Joe rushes to locate them, only to be thrown off course by a diversion. Emmerdale teases major drama ahead as Kerry Wyatt is left furious when her secret relationship takes a surprising twist. Kerry Wyatt becomes upset with Jai Sharma as their hidden romance faces complications. The two have been involved in a private arrangement, but their attempts to keep it quiet haven't been very successful, with gossip already spreading throughout the village. In upcoming scenes set to air next week, Kerry is caught off guard at the depot when she's summoned into Caleb's office and reprimanded by her boss, Jai. Although they are both trying to keep their relationship hidden from Caleb, Kerry is left frustrated when Jai is particularly harsh with her during the confrontation. This raises questions about whether their relationship could soon start to fall apart. An insider explained that Kerry and Jai are trying to maintain the appearance that they dislike each other, but things may be going too far. There's also concern that Jai might overdo the act and make his anger seem too real, potentially causing damage. Adding to the tension, Kerry's husband Eric, who is married to her for financial reasons, is becoming suspicious. As rumors continue to circulate, Archie warns Eric about Kerry's possible unfaithfulness, prompting him to investigate further and uncover solid proof. The situation becomes even more risky as both Kerry and Jai could jeopardize their jobs if their workplace relationship is exposed. On top of that, Kerry and Eric could face serious consequences for fraud. The big question now is how far Kerry and Jai are willing to go to keep their secret hidden. Emmerdale hints at a surprising new connection as Kim Tate finds herself forming an unexpected friendship over a drink. It might be wise for Kim Tate to expand her circle, even if she'd never admit it. At the moment, she has a close bond with Lydia Dingle, and there's also Mary Goskirk, though their limited interactions lately make it unclear how close they still are. Kim could certainly benefit from having more allies, but the idea of who she might connect with next is quite unexpected. In upcoming scenes, the powerful head of the Tate family heads to the pub and ends up bonding with none other than the leading figure of the Dingle family. It's a surprising development, especially considering that not long ago the two were locked in a heated argument, with Ross Barton having to intervene to break things up. This raises the possibility that Chas may begin to see Kim from a different perspective. On the other hand, there's also the chance that Chas could have her own reasons for getting closer, possibly using the situation to her advantage. Emmerdale airs on weekday evenings at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available for streaming on ITVX.